My first doctor told me to take the acid blockers or get throat cancer. And the other doctor said the polyps they found in my stomach were a common side effect of reflux meds and needed to be tested for cancer. Thankfully, a tip from a friend broke me out of this crazy cycle and eventually led to my freedom from reflux. So in this video, I'm sharing with you the 3 steps I took to put an end to my reflux. But first, if you're like me, you may be dealing with some symptoms that you don't even realize are related to your reflux. On my friend's suggestion, I Googled reflux vitamin deficiencies and was shocked to find that many of the symptoms like fatigue, brain fog, depression, anxiety, memory problems were actually tied to my reflux. Now, check these out. Most of the nearly 50 problems I was dealing with were from common reflux vitamin deficiencies. My doctor never warned me about any of them. Turns out that Googling my symptoms actually worked. Take that, WebMD. Now, this made me realize I was going to have to take some of this stuff into my own hands. Maybe you're at that point in your reflux journey. For me, after years on reflux meds, I was done treating the symptoms, and this time I wanted to get to the root of the issues. But keep this vitamin issue in mind because it's an important clue to figuring out what the actual causes of your reflux are. Research made it clear if I was going to get to the root causes, I was going to have to do better with my diet and stop burying my symptoms with antacids. Now, I don't know about you, but I found it really hard because without the antacids, I was a cough and hacking mess. And I wasn't getting anywhere with the online trigger list. In fact, I was really frustrated with my lack of progress until I realized the triggers weren't a one size fits all. After a lot of trial and error, I realized mine were dairy and bread. It felt a little bit like I got some control back in my life, and so avoiding them actually helped my symptoms to calm down a bit and gave me the confidence I needed in order to keep going. Now, I kept on researching, and I learned that I needed to eat more fiber, avoid foods with added sugars, artificial sweeteners, vegetable oils. In fact, if you struggle at all with dietary discipline, try changing what you stock in your kitchen as a way to help you stay disciplined with these changes long enough in order to begin turning the corner on your health. Now, we're going to get into the ways that you can test if the 3 step approach that I use is a good fit for you. But first, you need to know how those vitamin deficiency symptoms of yours are like an air traffic controller showing you exactly which way you need to go in order to find relief. The thing is, many people with reflux are actually deficient in B12, magnesium, calcium, iron, zinc because of impaired stomach acid production. Yeah, the very thing you've been trying to avoid is actually needed to release nutrients from foods, convert them for absorption, and ensure uptake in the small intestine. Not only that, but low acidity also disrupts communication between the nervous system and the digestive organs, causing that muscle that keeps food in your stomach to malfunction, food to stay in the stomach too long, and more. And so, after that little revelation, I spent the next couple of months really focused on diet and supplements to balance my stomach acidity. Now, for me, I felt the difference immediately, and I can't even begin to explain how relieved I was that my symptoms were disappearing by the day. When I felt like I was 100%, I started bringing back those foods that I'd given up. And the great news is I found that I could enjoy dairy and bread without any of the reflux flare-ups. And continuing the lifestyle changes that I made gave me confidence to enjoy desserts and other no-nos without fear of my reflux returning. And this isn't just my story. I've helped hundreds of people just like you through this process to similar results. The number one question I get is, where do I start? And that's why I've created my brand new Reflux Relief Challenge. It is a 3-day email series that'll guide you through the very same steps that I took to get the quick wins so that I can feel confident about my healing plan. Now, you can join for free using the link in the description below.